Yo, 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 what is going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the NJ Show. How is everybody doing? Apologies in advance for my voice. I'm still not 100% better, but are we even live? There we go. We are live. What is going on, people? Yo, NJ. Good, good, good. Very good. Welcome to another episode of the NJ Show. Quick little shout out to the family. We've got a few people watching already. Let's get the comments in. Let's get the comments in. Let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Let me know what you guys think about what's going to happen in the market. I'm not going to lie. The issue with Powell is that he could say one thing and the whole market could tank. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the reason I wanted to come live. I asked you guys over on Twitter, I asked you guys on Telegram. Telegram link is in the description below. It's the first link in the description. Check it out. Do be sure to check it out. Yeah. Um Other than that, yeah, when it comes to Jerome Powell, we know that he can say one thing and the market can really turn for the worse. Now, one thing that I've noticed is, a lot of our TP1s hit yesterday. Bitcoin is at resistance now. Solana's at resistance now. Solana's a trade we took. Even PYR. PYR is not doing much, but we're in healthy profit for PYR. So, um, we're going to do something a little bit different today. I don't know if we're allowed to do it, but I mean, we're going to try. You guys tell me, should we have the actual speech playing or should we have the charts up? I personally think we should have the charts up. At the same time, it's up to you guys. You guys are the ones that come and support the channel. You guys are the ones that come and like the video. You guys are the one that subscribe to the channel, bottom right hand corner. Anyway, you guys let me know in the chat, all right? In fact, you know what? Let's kick it off nice and early. Let me get a poll up. Let me put a poll up straight away. Should we watch the speech or the charts? Speech, charts. All right, there we go. Cool. Right. Okie dokie, artichoke. Ugh. Man, I hope he doesn't dump this market, Big man thing, bro. I hope he does not bump this market. I want us to go up a little bit, man. It's been a good while since we've gone up. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what's going on here. All right, let's have a look at the chats real quick. All right, we've got a good 15 minutes before he comes live. So we have got in the chat already. We've got quite a few people in the chat already. Goodness, right? I can't for some reason click on the first comment, but we can start with Phil, the flying Frenchman. Lo and behold, Phil, good to see you, my bro. Mr. Napes, good afternoon, my bro. Good afternoon to you too. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. We've got Mateus. God, that's a strong name, Mateus. When is he speaking? He's speaking in 15 minutes, bro. So stay tuned. Make sure you guys are subscribing. Bottom right hand corner, we're on our journey to 5K subscribers. I haven't said it in a little while, but I need all your help to do it. So make sure you're doing that. Henry says what? 7:30 a.m. Well, it's 7:15 a.m. in places in the US. So, we're in the UK. I'm in the UK, so it's 12:15 for me right now. But yeah, for some people it is the morning, bro. The world has different times. Who else we got? Yo, Hatfuel, good to see you, my bro. Good to see you, my number one. Keep it up, keep it up. August, great to see you, August. Marta, good to see you, Marta. Good afternoon to you too. Crazy City Driver. Yo, Crazy City Driver says, yo, NJ, what is going on, my bro? Good to see you. Thank you for joining the show. Tegan says, what? Beep. Good, cuz. All is good, bro. All is good. Aromatic, thank you for joining the show, my G. Kelvin, hi NJ from Sydney. Kelvin, good to see you, fam. Good eye, mate. Good afternoon, bruv, says Lord Corey. Woo, we got lots of comments coming in. Keep them flying in. Bombard me. Finish me off. Keep them coming in. Who else have we got? We got Haragunis. Man, like Haragunis. Good to see you, my bro. Good to see you. Elizabeth, my number one. Shouting out Stephen M. Crypto. Stephen, it's good to see you, my bro. Where are you, Stephen? Why can't I get your comment up? Where are you? I can't even see you, my bro, but I know you're here. AD says chart and speech for the full experience. All right, do you know what we can do? That's a good idea. I'll check the poll in a minute, But what we can do is we can have the chart up and we can kind of have the audio in the back. Can we do that? I don't know if we can. We can try. We can try. Yeah? We can try. Everybody's saying we want both, and I didn't even put it in the poll if we should do both. Who else have we got? We've got Masiej. Masiej. Good to see you, bro. Thank you for joining the show. Min, my brother from Vietnam. Stephen M. Crypto, good to see you. Tegan is saying big man ting, yeah, it's not looking good, bruv. No, it's not. No, it's not, my G. No, it's not. Joao, a DCC for a small size short for Powell speech. Let's see. Calm. All right. Adrian says, kudos, NJ. Kudos to you too, my brother. Good to see you. Good to see you. Francesco, good to see you from Italy. Bruh, bruh. Big up the Italy community. Good to see you from Italy. Francesco. Ishi says hello. And then we'll do one or two more. And then we're going to crack on with the show. All right. AC says salam. Tekin says speech. Mike says good morning, everyone. Good morning, Mike. And Subhang says, fam, how's it going? All good, bro. All good, all good, all good. Right. Okay. So, whew, it could be a difficult one today. It could be a difficult one today. Genuinely, it could be a difficult one because if he says the wrong thing, we're going to see Bitcoin going back to support. If he says the wrong thing, we're going to see Ethereum going back to support. We're getting massively bearish news coming out from the UK today, talking about mortgage rates and lenders having to pull mortgages. So we are not in the best place right now. We'll see what happens. But anyway, let's get the screen up. Let's go through the market very, very quickly. All right. I am feeling a little bit better. Thank you very much. I'd feel a lot better if we could get me to 100 likes, though, if you know what I'm saying. Smash up the likes. We got 75 people here, 32 likes. Come on. Support the channel. Support the channel. Remember, bottom right hand corner, subscribe to the channel. And the first link in the description below is the In It for the Tech Telegram. Why are you guys missing out on the In It for the Tech Telegram? I don't know. Don't know. Beats me. Right. So a quick look at the market today. A very, very quick look at the market. We've got Bitcoin 4.7% up, nearly 5% up. So it's a good day for Bitcoin. Ethereum lagging behind, which is very, very peculiar. Ethereum doesn't usually lag behind like that, but here's what it is. Tether doing nothing, which is exactly what we want to see. USDC doing nothing, what we want to see. BNB up 5%. XRP is up 23% in the last 7 days. Goodness gracious. XRP is up 23%. We actually caught that. If you're following me over on Twitter at TraderNJ1, we actually caught that long. So I'm going to post another chart for XRP today as well. So you guys should definitely be following me over on Twitter. Maybe I'll post it in my Telegram too. So make sure you're looking at the Telegram link in the description below. Cardano is doing nothing. I mean, when has Cardano actually ever done anything? You know, Solana, we took a Solana long with the NJ community not long ago. We took a Solana long and it's looking Gucci. It's looking Gucci. Look where we got our Solana long. We have hit TP1. We're pressing against resistance. It all depends on what Powell says. Is he going to bump the market? Is he not? But we'll find out. We'll find out. Nothing much really going on here. I mean, we've got Doge is up 6%. We've got Polkadot is up 8%, 6%, sorry. Polygon is up 3%. Uniswap is up 15% today. Why is Uniswap up 15% today? Can somebody in the chat let me know why Uniswap is up 20% over the last 7 days? Because that's an interesting one. That is a really interesting one. The return of Uniswap. The return of Uni. That's going to be interesting. Right, so I've got the thing here. I don't know if you guys can even hear it. I don't want it to echo. One second. Let me check on my phone to see if this is... So go here. Where's the bomber clat NJ Shaw? Of Uniswap. The return of Uni. That's going to be interesting. It will. Right, so I've got the thing here. I don't know if you guys can even hear it. I don't want it to echo. No, it's quiet, man. One second. Let me check on my phone to see if this is... So go here. It's quiet. It's quiet. NJ Shaw. Of Uniswap. Bruh, so annoying. So annoying. Yeah, all right. It is really low volume, actually. Hold on. Can you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that good?
Has since then become a new cherished symbol of Le Louvre.
Le Louvre.
I hope
The Louvre.
we central bankers
Baguette, croissant.
will find
Le
a
Louvre.
way to make digitalization fit in the existing architecture.
Yo, let me know in the comments. Can you guys hear that?
It to the extent necessary. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you.
And I would now like to hand the floor over
To Trader NJ.
David McGuinness.
Merci beaucoup. Bonjour à tous. J'aurais aimé être à Paris.
What about now?
Avec vous aujourd'hui, mais je suis à Bruxelles. So, firstly, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Francois, for both the invitation and particularly
Can you hear it now?
Your wide-ranging opening remarks.
Someone's got to let me know.
About trust in the very beginning of your speech, which I think is so important. And I think you're linking to the architecture at the end of your speech was very, very correct and well said. The one thing that I really want to emphasize, which you already have, is that regulation and innovation are
Yeah, but can you guys hear me as well? This is mad.
Regulation and innovation should work hand in glove. And if we take the broad example of the single market.
All right. Cool. Right. So this is what we're going to do, right? Whew. Let's have a quick look at the poll to see what everybody's saying. So we've got 57% that have voted for the speech and 43% have voted for the charts. Well, this is what we're going to do. We'll cut the poll from here. Bear with me. We'll cut the poll from here. All right, so we're going to be definitely doing the speech, all right? We're going to be doing the speech. 59% got in speech and hard. All right, that's cool. All right, we got 80 votes, but we got 51 likes. Come on, guys. Come on. Get the stream up to 80 likes at least. We've got to hit 100. We've got to do that. What's going on here? Why did it cut? Oh, there she is. She back. Okay. So I'll play the volume in just a minute. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I want to get some engagement from you guys. Let me know in the chat right now. Are we going to pump or are we going to dump? Yeah? Let me know in the chat. Bitcoin up or Bitcoin down? I want to hear what you guys have to say. We got 7 minutes to go before we see what this market does. Let me get my charts ready. So I think I'm going to look at Bitcoin on the 1 minute. Because we have to expect some sort of sensitivity when it comes to this, you know. We've got, let's have Solana here because I'm in a little Solana long. There we go. We'll put that on the, we'll put it on the 5 minute actually. 5 minute. Everybody's saying dump. I just said I'm in a Solana long. Why is everybody saying dump? Goodness. You lot are savage. Savage. All right, hold on. So I'll put this on the 5 minutes. So we've got Bitcoin, we've got Solana, we've got Ethereum. And you know what? Just for bands. What should we have for the fourth one? Dixie. We need Dixie for the fourth one. That's what we need for the fourth one. Dixie on the M5. All right. Whew, all right. So let's see. So Nicholas says it's going to pump. Kayozan says it's going to dump. Stephen is saying it's going to pump. Oh my gosh. Esteban saying it's going to pump. Well, everybody is saying, everybody's got an opinion. Keep coming. Keep it coming. I want to see more chats from you guys. I want to see much more. Move stop loss to break even, says Claudio. Move stop loss to break even. Guys, we're at 64 likes and we've got nearly 100 people watching. You can't do this to me. You've got to get us to 100 likes. Get us to 100 likes if you're enjoying the content. If you want to see more of Trader NJ and the NJ community, become part of the NJ community by smashing the subscribe button, hitting like on the video, and make sure you're joining the Telegram link in the description below. We're actually not far from 1,000 followers on that Telegram. Yeah, about 135 to go. So make sure you guys are part of that. Make sure you guys are part of that. You know, one thing I will say is that it's very possible that this could be a non-event, you know. I mean, I think it will be an event. I think it will be a tough one, but it's very possible that it will be a non-event, you know. Lord Corey says GBP maximalist. You're a GBP maximalist. Yeah, I would be too, to be honest. It swung fail a very, very key low. 1984 low. That's where GBP swung fell yesterday. So yesterday was kind of history in the making, in a way, you know? Right. So 2026. Okay. Let's wait for this lady to stop talking, and then well, we want Powell. We want Powell. We want Powell. Okay, we got 73 likes. I'm feeling this. The community is supporting. The NJ community is supporting. Yeah, so non-event. Hafu, I was asking here, non-event. It's good. It's good. It means that we can follow our current narratives. Obviously, we've got plans marked out for Bitcoin. We've got plans marked out for ETH. We've got plans marked out for Solana. Obviously, I'm still holding some PYR. So if it's a non-event, then that's very, very good, because obviously it's going to mean that my altcoins aren't going to stop me out. At the same time, you know, if it is eventful, what we want to kind of see today is we want him to give us some breathing room. We need a relief rally, man. We need a relief rally. If you guys watched my stream yesterday, obviously I apologize for yesterday's stream. I was really under the weather. It was like really bad. But you know, yesterday's stream, we were talking about the potential scenarios. I showed you my Bitcoin chart, my macro Bitcoin chart, and then I showed you SC's correction over that Bitcoin chart. I think we are overdue a nice bear rally. The one that we had in August, it wasn't enough, man. Altcoins didn't even really move like that, you know? We need one where altcoins are really going, you know? I've been in the bear markets. I've been broke in the bear markets. Trust me. Trader NJ's been where everybody's been. Trust me. And, you know, during the 2018 bear market, we had a good relief rally in April, man. Go to your charts and go to April 2018, and you'll see the relief rally that we had. All altcoins, they did a nice, healthy 3-4x, and then they went to new lows, but they did a nice 3-4x, a good exit liquidity grab. You get me? So yeah. Anyway, we got 2 minutes, and I'm going to have to play this video. Do you guys want me to comment while the video is playing? Because otherwise, like, I should be able to comment, right? Because otherwise, you know, yeah. For those of you who are joining in now, make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. We need your help to get to 5,000 subscribers. So if you're joining the show now to listen to what Powell is going to do to the markets, make sure you are hitting that subscribe button. Do it now. Now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Appreciate you all. Appreciate you all. Okie dokie. We've got 1 minute left. What's good? This woman's still talking, fam. Let's wait for her to finish talking. Let's wait for her to finish talking. Yeah, I want to see Powell come on and see Powell. Yo, it's me, Jerome. Well, you lot saying what markets? Yeah, Bitcoin. Yeah, I'm short. Bang, and then the markets just start dumping like crazy. Why am I using incognito? Because I don't want you to see my search history. Look, I don't even have. I can't even. Oh, I can make this joke. I can. Hold on. I don't need to see my search history, G. Why am I going to want you to see my search history, bro? That's why I'm using incognito. Excuse me. But yeah, look, listen, don't worry. I'm going to comment on it at the same time. The charts. Powell is here? Nah, Powell's not here, man. This lady, bro.
That would be able to intervene if there is any evidence of market abuse or activities that may lead to financial instability.
She's talking about DoQuan things. Let's yeah, she's talking about DoQuan things. Hey, we got 131 people watching and we have 81 likes. We need to get that to 100. I'm telling you. We need to get it to 100. Crazy City Driver. I'm not Pakistani, bro. I'm from Mauritius. I'm Mauritian. I'm not Pakistani. NJ, type Portugal in your browser. No? Should I? I'm shook. Should I? Fuck it. I'll do it. Ah, you got done. Pokemon Violet, Pokemon Violet, Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT. All right, I'm a bit of a simp. All right, we got a Fansly account there. I saw that on Twitter, but it is what it is. There was no porn. You lot got done. Hey, did you lot see the Dokwan SC banter yesterday? Hafuel dropped it here. Dokwan SC banter is legendary. I dropped it in my Telegram. It was too funny. It was way too funny. Marty, what's Marty saying? You're Mauritian, you speak Creole. Oui, moi cause Creole. Jamais t'entends moi cause un l'autre langage, mais seulement aujourd'hui te bouton moi. Anyway. I never thought I'd be speaking a different language on YouTube, but yeah. We got 89 likes. Hey, we're 11 likes away from 100 likes. Somebody's out there. Somebody's listening right now, washing the dishes, thinking, "Oh, screw it. Let me give 1 like for NJ." Carl, let's get us to 100 likes. EXO, who said EXO's half? Lily. Lily saying EXO is half. Hey, where's Powell, man? Lily saying EXO is half Chinese. Yeah, probably, bro. He probably is. I wouldn't be surprised. The way that guy knows everything is just insane. Yo, Yusuf, good to see you, my bro. Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate you. Right now, for those of you who are joining in, we are waiting for Jerome Powell to take the stage. We're waiting for him to take the mic. We're trying to ascertain what the market is going to do when Jerome Powell speaks. All right. Now, remember, look, I don't know if we're actually allowed to be streaming this video while I'm on live with you guys. So this video might get taken down. If it does, then just make sure to support the channel by just hitting the subscribe button. All right. At the moment, Powell hasn't spoken yet, so we're not getting anything in the markets. But we'll see.
And indeed, we've heard already, have not been idle throughout these many changes. One of the main roles of central banks is, of course, to issue physical cash and oversee the monetary system.
Yeah.
So central banks are carefully watching and analysing the consequences of money and transactions moving online.
True that.
Central banks are centre stage when it comes to central bank digital currency. And
guys, I'm not gonna lie, this woman is boring me, bro. She's not Powell, man. She's not Powell. Let's see some comments. I want to see what the comments are saying. I prefer speaking to you guys. I don't know if I'll be able to look at Powell's face if he's just lying. Look, we'll see what the market does. If we make some money from it, then why not? Why not? Pump up. I like you, but please consider stop asking for likes every 2 minutes. Is a big turnoff. Well, look, listen, I'm really sorry, but this is my show. I can do whatever I want. I'm here to teach. I'm here to give out my information for free. And unfortunately for you, you think that this is some sort of democracy. You think that we're going to sit at a round table and we're going to take your opinion, put it in the middle of the table and pass a voting system on it. So unfortunately, you've just been banned from the chat. Is what it is. I need to start being a bit more reckless when it comes to banning, SC's been talking to me about that. It's just unfortunate, but you're no one to me. You know what I'm saying? You're here to be part of the community. You're here to enjoy yourself with the community. We're here to have fun. We're here to make some good times. And you're here chatting shit. So I don't know, like, get out of here, man. Get out of here, fam. Hey, where is Jerome Powell? Where is Jerome Powell? Real talk, where is he, man? This guy come out here trying to tell me passing the bill. Tell me he put some document on my table like the leaders have discussed and have asked if you could please stop asking for likes if you don't. Shut up, bro. What are you talking about, man? I appreciate you all. I really appreciate you all joining the show. I do banter. Yay, we did it. We hit over 100 likes. We got 105 likes. Big up to the NJ community. I love you all. That's what we're talking about. See, I wanted to get to 100 and I'm good now. So what's the big deal? Is anything happening in the charts? Nothing is happening in the charts still. Very, very boring. Very, very boring stuff. Where is Powell? Where is Powell? Does anybody know when Powell is coming on? It's supposed to be 12:30. It's 12:35 now, and Powell is. Do you reckon he's having a cigarette break? Hafuel's saying here that he's got a nervous stomach. Yeah. I appreciate you. I can see all the chats coming in, all the lovely chats coming in. I know you guys support the NJ show. I know you support the NJ community. And look, at the end of the day, it's not worth saying something silly. It's not worth getting banned. We've got a whole bull market in front of us over the next couple of years that we're going to smash. All right. There's going to be so many opportunities that the next bull market holds. If you're going to have nasty comments or silly comments or comments that turn off the community or dead the energy, then just keep it to yourself, because otherwise you'll get banned and it's not worth getting banned. You want to be part of the NJ community. It'd be silly not to be part of the NJ community. We're going to smash it in the next cycle. I promise you guys that much. Okay? It's a promise. It's a promise. It's a promise from Trader NJ. But seriously though, where's Powell, man? Where's Powell? This is getting silly now. It's looking good for Solana, though. Go on, Solana. I just don't want it to be one of those ones where, like we're pumping right now and then Powell says, yeah, you know what? It's not looking good, bruv. And everything just shanks. You won't even have time. PS says, who's that hot chick? I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. KS, big love to you, KS. Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate you. What's going on here? What's up, my brother EJ? Looking sharp as always. Yeah, bro. Man, like Trader EJ. I'm just here, Man, like EJ. What would my name be if my name started with E? Probably be Earl. Yeah, bro. Man, like Trader Earl. Cheers, Andreas. Thank you for joining the show. It's NJ, by the way. Like, not EJ, but thank you. Appreciate that. Marty says, NJ, ban more people, please, like SC. It's so funny the way he does it. No, I don't like banning people. I swear, I don't like banning people. It's just when people chat shit, like they take time out of their day to come, they're joining your show because you're entertaining them, and then they're telling you what to do, like I'm some clown. Bro, get out of here, man. Min saying, bruv, yo, George Crypto. Follow my boy George Crypto on Twitter. It's at George Crypto. George Trader 1. Is it George Trader? Hold on. George Trader. I don't even know. George, I've forgotten your tag, bro. I've forgotten your tag. But anyway, big up, George. Thank you for joining the show. Yo, what's going on here?
It's very good to see how we can deliver on regulation. And second, Europe is not seen as especially innovative. It's good to see that at least on CBDCs, and we'll come back to it, we are possibly on the front line. Thank you very much again. And I now turn to our first roundtable about how should central banks address financial stability challenges.
Should we celebrate?
Related to decentralized finance. I don't need a long introduction. We are all aware that there was, for years, this challenge of accelerated technological disruption.
True that.
And there is, in the more recent past, the additional challenge of monetary normalization. And we saw that the change of monetary policy has exposed weaknesses in the crypto asset ecosystem. We are lucky.
Man actually mentioned crypto,
Standing panel to address this difficult question. And may I welcome online 3 of our participants. First, I see Christine Lagarde already on screen, and we will see probably Jay Powell in 1 minute.
Come on, man. All right, so he's going to bring on Jerome Powell in a minute. Bro, look at this geezer. Hey, a big man. Plop.
To both of you.
Yo.
And we also have
Jerome,
a third central banker from Asia, Ravi Menon, Managing Director of the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and by the way, a very innovative central banker. Ravi, good evening for you in Singapore. And last but not least, Christine, I already welcome you, the General Manager of the BIS, who is, so to say, the central banker of central bankers, if you accept this image. One word about the way we will proceed. We have about 1 hour. First, we will try to look briefly at the global view on financial stability and decentralized finance. It will be introduced by Agustin Carstens.
Okay.
Then I will ask.
We're getting a little pump.
Possibly Christine.
We're getting a tiny little 0.01% pump.
Then we will have a second part, which will be the longer one.
Guys, I beg you in the chat, stop commenting on that, dude. Stop, because I can't hold a straight face. Everybody in the chat right now is commenting on that dude. You all know who I'm talking about. You're all being a bit mischievous right now. Please don't stop making size jokes.
Then Jay presenting the European and then.
Did he just say NJ? Hey, Rice, NJ on the right.
Agustin, if you agree, let us give in 5 minutes the global view on financial stability and decentralized finance. And we all know how accurate you can be on such a sensitive issue.
Very much. Thank you for having me here. It's a real pleasure to be in this.
I think he did, Lily. Yeah, I think he did.
Prepared by the Bank to France and in this magnificent forum. This is a very timely discussion. Of course, we have been facing some circumstances recently that has put stability issues at the top of our mind. And in addition, we have seen very important developments in the field of DeFi. And as you said,
guys, seriously, you guys are actually killing me in the chat. Please stop talking about the guy's weight. Please, chat. Please stop talking about the guy's weight.
Of course, are very important, and we have to assess the impact of DeFi into financial stability. Let me start very briefly without going on too long. We started with crypto assets, cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, generally speaking.
Hey, they're talking about crypto, man.
Major volatility, instability, lack of stable pricing. Next iteration was stablecoins, which try to address the issue of instability.
Are these guys actually going to chat about stablecoins and Doquan? Stablecoin.
Stablecoins. The idea has been to use different decentralized protocols and consensus mechanisms plus cryptography to further the application of digital assets to financial transactions. Therefore, DeFi has been created. I have to say it has been a quite unruly developments.
He used long and crypto in the same word.
I would say laissez-faire way. And one of the big problems that DeFi has,
I'm dying. You guys are mad.
It's basically the applications of some cryptocurrencies with some other financial transactions that are self-referential. They really are not tied to real life transactions or need. I mean, they facilitate borrowing, lending, and trading, but it's mostly only cryptocurrency.
Describing.
And it is based on
and he's holding the mic so far away from his face, but his voice is so loud and clear.
To the traditional risks that traditional financial intermediation establishes, which is liquidity risk, counterparty risk, leverage, and so on and so forth. But they don't have the infrastructure to deal with that. Basically, the way they have dealt with is by collateralized arrangements. And that's why stablecoins is the grease on the...
Hey, where's Powell, man? This guy, bro, he's just describing a Solana is a layer 1 blockchain. And the logo, it look like this. You spell with the S-O-L. You have to add the A. Bro, I can't do this. Bring on Powell. We need Powell. Look, Market's not even doing any. This guy's pumping it, you know. Hey, this guy's pumping the market. Hey, we need to listen to what this guy's chatting alpha.
Intervention, and that is that DeFi has today many structural problems that in a way what we have seen today was not hard to predict. I mean, it was, and we at the VIS in different documents established there are intrinsic weaknesses into the system that haven't been taken sufficiently. And
you guys are murking me in the chat. I can't believe I can't read these comments out. I want to shout you guys out, but I can't read these comments out. They're too bad.
interest rates has been in addition the key element of the problems we're seeing in DeFi today. Now, that doesn't mean that the technology that is behind DeFi is not useful, that the ideas are not challenging, and challenging more in an intellectual way, that we need to think about it and that we should find ways to make good use of it.
Hey, even PYR starting to
What I
push.
see is that the development of
Let's
DeFi
go,
is going one
PYR. Let's
direction,
go,
and what
Solana.
we all would like to see from a financial stability
We rolling dices
going to
today.
another. Therefore, we need to close that gap. We need to work more together with the industry.
Guys, the comments. Oh my god, you guys have absolutely no mercy. You guys are just making. We don't even know what the guy's name is, and we're just talking about his weight. It's unfair. It's just unfair. It's deep, man. Poor guy. Poor guy's pumping the market for us as well. We're just chatting about his weight.
Without much reflection, is that this leads to accidents, and this is exactly what we're seeing. So the financial stability issues, precise financial stability issues that concern me the most are the contact points between the DeFi world that is out there with the traditional systems. A lot of that takes place through the exchange houses, the ramping up and ramping down of the system, and some leverage or some lending transactions where it is not very clear what is the collateral behind it. I think that we need to address them. I need to address them, but so far I think it is.
The problem is, yeah, if he guys in the comments, oh my god, stop.
The huge challenge that we face is that DeFi and the crypto world is global and is borderless, and therefore it requires huge amounts of coordination to bring this into an adequate regulatory perimeter that promises safety.
So are we going up?
For innovation. Thank you.
Solana though, PYR though.
Stimulating introduction, I must say. Can I ask now our panelists to react, and perhaps also to come back to this issue of monetary normalization? Your image or your feeling was perhaps that these are more structural forces which are playing, and that monetary normalization only, I oversimplify, in the recent problems of the crypto world.
It's mad that they're talking about crypto though.
Ready to start, you are most welcome.
Like no cap.
Thank you again.
I didn't think they'd be talking about crypto.
In Paris, you cherish. I should stress it.
I don't think any of us expected them to talk about crypto. Yes, so I'm sorry. Like, that's bullish in general. Think about it from that point of view. Hey, so go on, Powell.
Just begin by thanking you for inviting me to take part, and also by agreeing with what the take that Augustine articulated. To begin with your last question,
save us, Powell. Save us.
The monetary policy normalization that we're seeing all over the world. All it did was simply reveal what we've long pointed out as significant structural issues in the DeFi ecosystem and conflict of interest.
Powell is talking about DeFi.
In effect, as the tide has gone out. So I don't think that's a particularly important part of the question here. Really, the question is that within the DeFi ecosystem, there are these very significant.
Powell is actually talking about DeFi.
Around transparency, lack of transparency, and I think Augustine did a nice job.
Is Powell a hodler?
So the good news, I suppose, is that the interaction between, from a financial stability standpoint, the interaction between the DeFi ecosystem and the traditional banking system.
This is mad.
Financial system is not that large at this point. So we were able to witness the DeFi winter, but it didn't have significant effects on the banking system and broader financial stability. And that's a good thing. And I think it demonstrates the weaknesses and the work that needs to be done around regulation carefully and thoughtfully, and gives us a little bit of time. That situation will not persist indefinitely. Ultimately,
I had to tweet that.
That's not a stable equilibrium, and we need to be very careful about. I guess we'll get.
Bro, look what Lily's saying here.
We need to be very careful about how crypto activities are taken within the regulatory perimeter. In any case, wherever they take place, as Augustine pointed out, there's a real need for more appropriate regulation so that as a DeFi expands and starts to touch more and more retail customers and that sort of thing, so that appropriate regulation is in place.
Come back to regulation in our second part. Ravi, can I ask you a brief reaction also on this financial stability issue?
Oh, is his name Robbie? Is it our guy? Nah, it's not our guy. This is some next man. But this is mad. Do you know Powell talking about crypto? That's a big deal, you know. That's a big deal. Just imagine, think about what Bitcoin actually is. Think about what DeFi is, and then now we've got. It looks like a before and after picture right now, don't it? It looks like a before. This guy looks like me. Right. Okay. So what are we gonna talk today?
It will be useful to distinguish the various components of what we call the crypto ecosystem. And I think the kinds of risks each of them pose and the kinds of benefits each of them pose and what they mean for financial stability would be quite different. So if you look at, say, tokenized assets, for instance, there are many banks experimenting with this. Basically, you express the...
Nah. So you got a comment here. Raphael says it's not a big deal, bro. Come on, Raphael, bro. For you to say that, it means that you don't understand where Bitcoin started, where Ethereum started, how it all went down. If you actually understand the story of cryptocurrency, if you understand where Bitcoin has come from to be being spoken about by these men here who actually who are in charge of money, yeah, you'll understand that it actually is a very big deal. Look, you're entitled to your opinion. I value your opinion. That's a very good opinion that you've got there. But big man thing, it's a big deal. It really, really is a big deal.
Range of risks, some of which Augustine has spoken about, ranging from consumer protection.
He's talking about ranges, fam. This guy's talking about range. I'm joking. He's not talking about ranges, but it would be funny if he was. To Trader NJ, Fed Chairman Trader NJ. So today, what we're gonna talk about DeFi and Solana. But then, in the range, right? What we do see in the range.
It is, as Jay said, they're going to expose the excessive exuberance that has been attached to these cryptocurrencies. And I think they're going to be affected badly. In fact, all of us on this panel, I think in our own ways, have been saying this, the risks involved in investing in cryptocurrencies. But who listens to central bankers, right? And I'm afraid it's the time for reckoning has come. I'm a little bit more positive about stablecoins. If they're
Jeez! Hey, this guy's talking bullish. Go on, old NJ.
They can have a good potential as a medium of exchange.
So what you're gonna do right now, make sure you're subscribing to Trader NJ's channel. And really, if you're not, then what are you doing with life, right? Why are you not subscribing to NJ's channel? You have quick option, bottom right hand corner. It takes 2 seconds. Sometimes, obviously, people get upset when I'm asking for likes, but subscribe to the channel, right?
Reflect the demand for underlying fiat currencies to which they are pegged. And so the impact of interest rates and all that would be really reflecting the underlying assets. So I think we need to make distinctions across the three. And DeFi is a totally different animal. All these
USDT to $1.10
can operate in.
That's my favorite comment for today. That's my favorite comment.
In fact, many banks and traditional players are involved in these innovations. DeFi is a totally different thing. And I fully agree with Augustine.
No, I'm not making fun of Indians. I am me. I'm not making fun of Indians, bro. I'm not. I enjoy the accent. I'm Mauritian, bro. My heritage somewhere down the line is somewhat Indian. So don't even get it twisted. I love Indian people. I love Murta's a part of In It for the Tech. He's Indian as well. I've got a lot of Indian friends. I love Indians, bro. Don't worry about that. We're not racist here. I promise you. And if you're Indian and I've offended you, I'm sorry, bro. Smash the like and subscribe. You'll feel a lot better.
Is exceedingly difficult. And that's something, if we can overcome, I can see some promise in DeFi. Otherwise, this could be a game stopper. But I want to say that you don't have to go as far as DeFi. Crypto assets and digital assets have a role to play alongside traditional finance. Some of them are working, some of them not going to work. And I think the current normalization phase in
Where's Powell, man?
is going to expose which are the ones that are promising and which are the ones that are purely speculative. Thanks.
Thank you, Ravi. And I'm sure the distinction you made between different animals will be useful when we will discuss more precisely regulation.
Did you hear what he just said?
By the way, you use the word cryptocurrencies sometime, and usually we central bankers don't like that much the expression cryptocurrencies because these are
our guy's back.
Crypto assets. But I'm sure we agree. Christine, do you want at this stage to intervene and react, or do you prefer to focus on central bank response in the second part? Please, you are very welcome. Bonjour.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Bonjour, François, and thank you so much for having us. And I think it's very fitting, actually, that we discuss this enigmatic phenomenon that took the world in such a stormy way, right in the middle of
is this go
in the world that
who's this man?
The most enigmatic painting, Mona Lisa. So thank you for having us in the Louvre. It's just perfect. So just 3 points that I wanted to share with you, which I keep thinking of in relation to crypto assets.
All right. Go on then. And, what are you long on?
First of all, the evolution has been stormy. It went from this sort of cultural hype pushed by libertarians, promoted by Satoshi Nakamoto in his wisdom and total anonymity, to being this tool that is now.
This woman is actually talking about Satoshi Nakamoto. I can't believe this. Why are they talking about crypto in such a massive detail? This is insane. This is actually quite a revolutionary day. I'm not even gassing it. Like, all banter aside, this is a really, really big deal, you know?
And Ravi. Second, where evolution has been critically important is this search for yield, which has clearly encouraged and accelerated the process at times when across the world we were in the lower bound and where interests to be.
Do you know what this is telling me? And I shit you not. What this is telling me is that in the next cycle, we're going to have another DeFi run.
Regular statements that we all made that, of course it was growing, but it wasn't systemic. Well, we're now at a stage where, between 10 and 15% of Europeans and Americans actually have invested in cryptos in 21. And where clearly regulators, consumer protection agencies, supervisors are now really attentive to developments. So those are three interesting aspects: this cultural evolution, the search for yield, and the world caught by surprise that I associate with the development of cryptos that I will go into further details in the second part of this session, François. Thank you.
Very much to the four of you. By the way, a technical remark, there was some echo. I wonder if each of you can be on mute when you don't speak, but we could hear quite well. So we come to the second part about the responses by central banks to this landscape.
Trust me, guys, this is mad.
As Agustin. Obviously, it calls into question an almost philosophical point, the
long-term bullish.
History
I'm bullish.
Public and private money. And as all of you have said, it's a question of combining regulation and or innovation in our responses. So as I said, I suggest that our two prominent central bankers across the Atlantic, first Christine and then Jay, focus on their view on the topic. My understanding, and I say it with a smile, that Christine, you intend to focus perhaps a bit more on innovation,
maybe
and CBDC, and then Jay, you intend perhaps to focus a bit more on regulation. Perhaps people would have expected the US central banker to focus on innovation and the European one to focus on regulation, but at least it shows you that we are all on the same page of combining both. And Christine, if you agree, you start.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Francois. And very briefly, by way of introduction, the way it was, the disruption, and what we need to do, we central bankers, to stay ahead of the curve and be in the game. So the way it was and the way it is, in a way, is what you just alluded to, Francois. It's this combination of public and private money. Public money being the matter for central banks, either cash for individuals or central bank deposits for banks, and private money, where commercial banks were the main player, making up around 85% of M1 and being innovative with new forms of payment, from giro payments to cards to any other things. And both of those, public and private money, actually complemented each other quite nicely. Then came the disruptors, and I could not agree more with Ravi about the distinction that we have to make when we analyze the way forward and the regulatory framework, where we have to distinguish between the crypto assets, the traditional Bitcoins, Ether of this world, and the stable coins. And where I totally agree with Ravi that
not soon.
The crypto assets, not currencies, but the crypto
3,
assets
6, 9, 12
are
months, I'd say.
obviously pure speculative assets. And I think that the movement that we have seen in the last 12 months is clear indication of the fact that it is indeed a speculative assets, and certainly not a means of payment, not a very stable store of value. That's one aspect. The second aspect, which is more promising, and I also agree with Ravi on that, is the whole sector of the stable coins, which only represent about 10% of the entire crypto universe. So it's very minimal.
Talk about UST.
But it is promising, as long as we don't have players that abuse the system, that pretend that they have liquid assets to back based.
Tarek is saying yesterday I was bearish. I am bearish. Short term, I'm bearish. I think I said yesterday that the bear market is finished and now we're going into accumulation, or the bear market is almost finished, maybe one more leg down. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know what you're talking about. You've come and just talk crap. And even Aman is talking crap as well here as well. He's like, come on, talk about support and resistance, for God's sake. You go fucking talk about support and resistance, you waste, man. We're not here to talk about, so does the title of the video say episode on support and resistance? Are you, bro, we got some idiots in the chat, you know. The NJ community is such a lovely place. And then we get random wastemans come into the chat, talk about support and resistance. Move, bro.
Be
support and resistance.
In cash above 10,000 euros. Well, in Austria, they would like to be able to continue to pay more than 10,000 payments in cash. So there is great heterogeneity in the request, but we can see in the surveys that we have conducted that there is clearly an aspiration, a desire for digital payments.
Yeah, Aromatic said it perfectly.
Much more so than it was in the past, and this is growing. We are now
perfectly said Aromatic.
Conducted across the 19 members of the Euro area. We have more than 50% of the respondents who say we want digital payments. Well,
it's a bit boring. Like,
use of cash.
We're not really getting a response from the market.
And riskless payments. Where do we stand? We central bankers, we have been operating as a monetary anchor in relation to the commercial banks and the private money. If we are not in that game, if we are not involved in experimenting, in innovating in terms of digital central bank money, we risk losing the role of anchor that we have played for many, many decades. And we have historical examples of period where the central bank monetary anchor was not there, and that precipitated crisis after crisis. That certainly was the case at the time of the free banking in the 19th century. Do we want to go back to those days? Probably not. I would say certainly not from us.
It is a bit boring, isn't it? It is a bit boring. Honestly, there's a lot of important information that she's talking about, but she's kind of regurgitating it a little bit. However, like as Lily's saying here in the chat, this is very bullish. This is very bullish. It really, really is. Because it's showing you what she's trying to explain here is that they can't stop crypto anymore. And because they can't stop crypto anymore, regulation is coming in. And if regulation is coming in, what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it out in a way they're trying to say it in a way where they're trying to mix regulation with crypto, and they're trying to get you bullish on it. So I don't know if it's bullish, but the bullish thing that we can take away from it is obviously DeFi is coming to the regulatory service. And if DeFi is doing that, I don't know. It's giving me the impression that DeFi in the next cycle, we're going to have another run. This could be a fundamental sign. Seriously.
Done an inventory of who is doing what in the zoo. And
Big up,
there's
Sebastian.
More than 100 central banks that are currently looking
Big up,
at
Sebastian.
CBDCs and exploring what characteristics it should have. So for us, it's the digital euro project. We will decide in about a year's time whether we actually move into additional phase and prepare the post-prototype phase. We are now currently in the prototype phase, and we're certainly not ahead of the game because PBOC in China is ahead of us and a few others. But we are not doing badly in terms of timetable, and we are sticking to it. What I would like to do, Francois, is just very briefly go through the characteristics that we see as important.
Well, look, this is the thing. I can see in the chat, look, August said something very important here. They want to regulate or even issue their own stablecoin. The reason that they want to do that is literally because the Chinese yuan. It's because of the Chinese yuan. The Chinese yuan at the moment, they're the ones that are importing and exporting dollars consistently, right? Therefore, the demand for the dollar is consistently there. Now, the Chinese yuan, they want the yuan itself. The Chinese, they want the yuan to be the most powerful currency in the world. And they want to move over to their own currency. And that's why she's talking about China right now. Now, the way that the US can get in front of that, they can front run it by making their own stable coin. But turning the dollar digital, that's not something that can just happen overnight. Do you know what I mean? It's not something that can even potentially happen in our lifetimes. So how they go about doing it, that might be the real trick in it, you know. Maybe we'll do a little Q&A in a minute, because like we've not really had an event here. It's not really done anything. It's just the same, you know.
Includes actually intermediaries and makes sure that commercial banks are part of the system. We also believe that there should be well-designed safeguards that either would include limitations to the holdings or would include a sophisticated tiering system in terms of remuneration in order to prevent that the digital euro become a very attractive investment more than a mean of payment. We want appropriate pricing and distribution.
I want the other guy to come back, man. You know, the first guy that was talking, the one that everybody felt they need to had their comment on. Like everybody had an opinion on that guy. I want him to come back, man.
Actually, but certainly the pricing should be right. And all of that is intended for the retail segment of the digital euro, which doesn't mean to say that it would exclude, quite to the contrary, actually, a wholesale settlement infrastructures that is often referred to as the wholesale CBDCs. Actually, that in a way...
Yeah, all right, Aman. All right, I'll apologize. Aman says, NJ, I'm saying support and resistance to the lady. It was all right. I apologize on stream right now. Even if you're watching this recorded, I apologize to Aman. Aman, you're all good. I love you, bro. I love you. Sorry. Big hug. Hey, but she's boring me, bro, man. She's not saying anything that we don't actually know.
About it needs to be significantly upgraded and needs to be made more digital than it is.
Honestly, I don't know if Powell is done talking. I don't know. Like, I thought he was going to come and chat. I thought he was going to have his piece of paper like this, and he was going to say something about it's not looking good or it's looking great, and we were going to have some market volatility. But unfortunately, you know, like this is where we are. We've got her speaking. I mean, she's got nice hair, but I don't know, man. She's not telling me anything I don't know about crypto.
On our way and moving into, as I said, prototype phase that would precede the decision by the Governing Council to effectively move ahead with the project. Thank you, Francois.
Allez, Francois. Oh, our guy's back.
In such an open and clear way, your thoughts and questions on CBDC, including how to work with intermediaries. And I'm sure it's of great interest for the participants in the conference. Jay, I
agree with you, Tim.
To you, and you insisted rightly on the importance of regulation I know that the Fed's research and reflection on stable coins.
All right, here we go. I think Powell's going to chat now.
Utmost interest. Jay, I only add that I cannot resist the temptation to invite you at the end, if you are ready, to say some words about CBDC, also seen from the other side of the Atlantic. But up to you.
Thank you, Francois. And you've also given me a perfect opportunity to point out that we have a long and proud history, actually, on working alongside the private sector in support of responsible innovation that encourages efficiency, lowers costs, and brings better products to the public. We do favor responsible innovation, including in crypto-related services or products. I think back to the times when checks became obsolete in a lot of ways, and we were very much in the middle of fostering that transition. The Fed is also roughly a year away from rolling out FedNow, which is an instant payment system that will make instant real-time payments available to the public through their banks. So the whole point of regulation, of course, is to create a level playing field that will allow us to reap the benefits of true innovation while avoiding the pitfalls of regulatory evasion. So turning to regulation, I guess I'll make a couple of higher level points about the regulatory challenge that we all face, and then talk a little bit more about stablecoins, which I agree are to be thought of as quite different from unbacked crypto assets. So I guess the fundamental principle for all of us, is same risk, same regulation. Some of these crypto activities resemble traditional financial activities. And they need that. They need same risk, same regulation wherever they take place. There are also some novel activities, though, genuinely novel, that are really a paradigm shift. For example, replacing intermediaries with smart contracts or decentralized governance and control structures. And so these novel structures create potential new risks. And I think we have a lot of work to do on that. We've got a lot of work to do across both the more traditional looking parts of DeFi, but especially for the novel aspects of it. An example would be unhosted wallets, for example, which allow users to custody their own crypto assets. However, they can also be used to evade sanctions or engage in money laundering. And there are other novel aspects of it that are quite challenging. Not least, as I guess two of my colleagues have pointed out, the fact that this is a borderless world, and just we look to regulate an entity, and as I think Ravi pointed out, if that entity is an algorithm, how do we do that? So there's a lot of work and a lot of thinking to do to determine what practices are acceptable, which ones are flawed and predatory, what can be done to address these problems. This is new technology. It certainly has the possibility to bring improvements and efficiencies to the financial system. We've got to realize, though, that in some cases these apparent efficiencies are really superficial in the sense that the cost saving comes from ignoring risks or failing to maintain appropriate levels of assets and liquidity to deal with those risks in good time and bad, and from complying with laws. So those are some higher level points. On stablecoins in particular, so as I think others have pointed out, most of the usage of stablecoins now is on the crypto platforms. In effect, stablecoins are a money-like asset that is used to settle transactions on DeFi platforms. But many stablecoin issuers are talking about it, and there's a great deal of interest, I think, everywhere among potential stablecoin issuers to reach the general public more broadly, including retail payments and that sort of thing. And I think so. That's really what our main focus here, from a regulatory standpoint, is. Should stablecoins be used in that way, much more broadly, much more public-facing, away from the crypto platforms? What's the appropriate regulatory structure? And we have a group of U.S. regulatory agencies under the leadership of the Treasury Department put together a proposal or an analysis and a proposal, and we encourage Congress to pass legislation, which we think is needed for this kind of stablecoins. I'm happy to say that the House Financial Services Committee here in the United States is working on a bipartisan bill. And that's a very constructive enterprise. I will say that from the standpoint of the Fed, the central bank, we think that the central bank is and will always be the main source of trust behind money. Stablecoins essentially borrow that trust from the underlying issuer, and in many cases, these are dollar stablecoins, so they're really borrowing that trust. These are private forms of money. They will be subject to runs if the assets, if their reserves are not full of very high quality assets. So there's a regulatory job to be done there. We also think if you're going to have private money created across the country, really there needs to be a federal role. I would liken it to what happens with the dual banking system here, where there's a very important role for state regulators, but there's also a role for any commercial bank in the United States. There's also a role in licensing that bank to operate at the Fed or another federal agency. And in the case of this, which is money creation, we think it really should be the Fed that does play that role. So that's our principal focus now, I would say. Turning to your question, so cash is not disappearing here in the United States. We still use cash quite a lot. It is declining, not in absolute terms, but compared to non-cash payments, it's declining. And we're motivated by really what Christine was saying, to look very carefully at the potential costs and benefits of issuing a central bank digital currency here in the United States. So we agree that the central bank has always provided the stable, trusted anchor for the currency. That's really perhaps our most fundamental role as central banks, one of the most fundamental roles anyway. So we're looking at it very carefully. We're evaluating both the policy issues and the technology issues, and we're doing that with a very broad scope. We have not decided to proceed, and we don't see ourselves as making that decision for some time. We see ourselves as working in collaboration with both Congress, of course, but also with the executive branch, which brings expertise to many of the issues that we have to deal with here. And at the end of the day, we will need approval from both the executive branch and Congress to move ahead with a central bank digital currency. So we see this as a process of at least a couple of years where we're doing work and building public confidence in our analysis and in our ultimate conclusions, which, as I say, we certainly haven't reached yet. I guess I would just say that's where we are. We've got a lot of work to do. There are many more things to say, Francois, but I'll stop there.
Okay, so I don't see Powell talking anymore after this. That was a statement. That was a statement from Powell. And, the market is responding. As soon as he stops talking, the market's already responding. Now, there was a lot covered in that speech, and there is a lot of ways to look at it, in terms of what we think is going to happen next. And I think I saw one comment in the chat that kind of summarizes where I want to put my emphasis on, and it was from Hafuel. If this comment right here, and he says, look, never forget 5-10 years ago they laughed about this stuff, and right now we're watching central bankers discuss this stuff. Direction is clear, in my opinion. And honestly, crypto, what he's saying about crypto right now is crypto is here to stay. We don't like crypto, we don't agree with crypto, but there are one or two things from crypto that we can use in our own system. And that is why the subject seems to be so heavily focused on a digital dollar, right? So I don't know. It's a tough one. Are the US making their own stable coins? Are they making their own stable coins? Is it possible? I saw another comment here, and it was a question. Just give me 1 second, though, people. Yeah, give me 1 second. Yo, I'm back. So I saw one question here. There was one question here. Hold on. I really liked it. Hold on. this question right here, where Jose says, could the Fed forbid every stablecoin, create their own CDBC, and force users to use that one? Honestly, that is a question that needs to be asked. I mean, if the Fed actually created their own stablecoin, what would that mean for USDT, and what would that mean for USDC, which actually is backed, one USDC, $1, one real world dollar. It's the whole concept of USDC, right? So, could they actually do that? Could they force us to use their own stablecoin? Now, I think that they can. I think that they can. And I think that exchanges like Binance are already aware of things like this. That's why a lot of these exchanges are moving bases, right? Like, we know that, Binance went to like Malaysia. We know that does FTX operate in the US? I don't think that they do. I don't think that they do. I don't think any of the major crypto exchanges actually operate in the US. So it's one of those ones where it'd be really interesting to see what they do. Now, one thing we have to be sure that we take in consideration of is that whatever these guys are talking about, it's not something that's going to happen overnight. All right. Creating their own stable coin is something that you can do in 2 minutes, but replacing the dollar with it, bruh, that's not something that takes 5 minutes to do. It's gonna take years to do something like this. But what is the one important thing that we can take away from it? The one important thing that we can take away from it is, well, hang on a second. We're coming on the NJ show every day. We're talking about cryptocurrency. How do we know that we're right about crypto? How do we know that there's going to be another bull market? How do we know that this bear market is going to end? Well, this is the first sign. This is the first sign from the guys upstairs that we are probably going to have another bull market. Crypto is not going anywhere. They've said it themselves. If they wanted to stop it, they would have stopped it by now, but they haven't. And I'm not saying that crypto is bigger than they are, but the movement itself is right now in a place where we're going to start seeing buying opportunities on Bitcoin soon, in my opinion. All right. Crypto going to new lows, like Bitcoin, for example. If we just give Bitcoin let's look at Bitcoin specifically, yeah? If we go to the daily real quick and we just fix this. Crypto in general, if we're talking about one more dip, right? One more dip into 10 to 14K, which is, I know it's a big gap, but yet to be seen how far it wants to go. If we're talking about one more dip for crypto, it's not going to be because crypto is bearish. It's not going to be because it's over for Bitcoin. More so, it's going to be because traditional markets are dragging risk assets down with its monetary policies. All right. Now, why is that bullish? Why is that something that should be bullish? Well, it's bullish because if monetary policies are dropping the price of risk assets and yet they are looking to adopt it themselves in the future, it goes to show you that instead of looking at it as Bitcoin is finished, it's one of those things to look at as Bitcoin is a buying opportunity. The S&P will be a buying opportunity. There are some huge opportunities coming up going into mid 2023 and 2024. Now, my personal opinion is that we get the next bull market around 2024. That's my opinion. But there are arguments that there are arguments that 2023, mid 2023 could happen. Hold on. We got another comment here. Look at this clown. Jacob knows. Jacob, you don't know, fam. Bro, stop lying to people. You have no idea what will happen till charts show bullish. Waste of time to watch this garbage. Hey, ban this guy. This guy just got banned. If that's how you feel, bro, why are you here? Like, why would you come into the chat? You came from wherever you were. You came from your cave. You came all the way from your cave. You came to crypto Twitter or Telegram or whatever. You found the channel. You come into the channel and then you chat nonsense. And you stayed here the whole time. I've seen your comments from earlier. You stayed for the whole episode. So you're confusing me, Jacob. Do you know? Do you not know? I don't know. What a fool. Guys, ask me a question or two. I'm going to go in a minute, but ask me a couple of questions and we'll wrap up the stream because it was quite a non-event. For me, like I told you guys already, I really think that, lower prices, people like this guy here, this guy who just commented, crypto is full of these people now. Everybody is walking away from crypto. everybody is bearish on crypto. Nobody wants to talk about Bitcoin. Nobody wants to talk about Ethereum. It's becoming a very boring, inane subject. Do you know the last time it happened? The last time it happened was 2018. And in 2018, even my own family thought I was crazy for believing in Bitcoin. And what did Bitcoin do from 2018? Oh, it didn't do much, bro. What did it do? What did that bear market do? Oh, it just did a little 16x, 16, 17x, you know? And even Jesus is saying the same thing. Look, Jesus, yeah, I agree with him. You're clueless. You're clueless. What's the point of the stream? Well, bro, you don't understand technical analysis and fundamentals. You just don't. You have no idea what technicals and fundamentals contain. Really and truly, you've not come here to learn. You've come here to deliver your own opinion, and you're ignorant because your opinion's not. You're not willing to change your opinion. You've got your opinion. You're ignorant on the idea, and you're not willing to change. So, suck yourself, innit? Is what it is. So, and this is a good comment. If you see the sentiment of a market cycle, there is an angry phase when people get angry because they lost their money and is a sign of capitulation. Really and truly, we are seeing that. Look, Jesus is saying, I know it better than you 10x. Bro, you know what? Suck yourself. You're out of here, fam. We got some right prats in the chat. We got some properly right prats in the chat. Get the hell out of here. Absolute waste, man. Look what Crypto Mac is saying. Watch in 2 years, Jacob will be our exit liquidity. Right, guys. So look, I'm gonna stay one or 2 minutes. If you guys have questions, now is a good time to ask questions. Otherwise, if I don't see questions in the next minute or two, I'm just gonna bust case, you know. But look, all I'm gonna say is, if you haven't seen my video on market cycles, I would highly advise you go and look at my video on market cycles. Seriously, all right, seriously. Even this rally that we've got now, you can see, right? You can see because of our downtrend, so many people are shorting this rally. Yeah. So many people are shorting this rally. And because so many people are shorting this rally and they're losing money, they're getting liquidated, they can't handle it. And they're coming here to take their stress out. Now, look, real talk. If you have your opinion is welcome here on the NJ show. Your opinion is legit welcome here. Yeah. But when you bring your opinion, just make sure you've got some substance to it. Everybody in the chat here, you are all part of the NJ community. All of you are part of that community. And I want all you guys to feel rightful in your place. You know, in 2 years' time, if we have 10,000 people joining, each and every one of you can say, yeah, I was here at the beginning. I have a say, I have a vote, I have an opinion. You know, that's why I put the polls up and stuff. But just make sure you keep your opinion as an opinion, and you don't start looking at it as fact. Don't take what you think and apply it as fact, because it's not. It's an opinion, and everybody in this chat is entitled to their opinion. So, you know, it is what it is. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to suck your mum if you don't like the opinion. Yuri says, can you just give a quick recap of what Powell said? Please, just got home. Yuri, I'm sorry to say this, bro, but you have to rewatch the episode. You're gonna have to rewatch the episode. A lot of us have been here from the very beginning of the show. A lot of us have been sort of discussing it and whatnot. Please watch the beginning of the show and leave a comment later on, and we'll get back to it. All right. All right. So Callaghan has a question. So Callaghan says, here's a question. Are we expected to bottom accumulation 2022, 2023? That's a good question, Callaghan. And I think that you are trolling me there, because I know you've seen my market cycles video. So I know you're trolling. Yes, I do. Look, it could even be as soon as mid 2023. We have to wait and see what the market gives us. You know, we have to see what the market gives us. So I'm not saying I know exactly what's going to happen. All I can say is that we have enough data in hindsight to prove what might happen for the next cycle. We've got enough data throughout the overall markets to tell us what the traditional markets are doing. We know why the dollar's going up. We know why the demand is there. We know why the yen is falling and it's so weak. We know why the S&P is going lower. We know what the rate hikes are all about. We know what CPI is. All right? We've been covering it on this channel. Now, what we're looking for, the main objective, the sort of hype objective that we're looking for, is for one day I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna say, you know what, guys, Bitcoin has been so boring, Ethereum has been so boring, we've been grinding to the upside, and it feels as though that we've got a bull market on the horizon. And when that happens, that's when we've got to put our foot down. Take care, Hafuel. Thank you for joining the stream, bro. Take care. Take care. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. Guys, do me a favor. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Make sure you've hit the like. We've got 150 likes. I can't even ask for more than that. But just make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Help us get to 5K subscribers. This is going to be the next big show in crypto. Mark my words. Follow me on Twitter if you don't already at TraderNJ1. All right? Make sure you follow me on Twitter. I love you all. Thank you for your time. Thank you for joining the show. Appreciate you guys. Have a lovely, lovely day. And maybe I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the NJ Show. Tomorrow might be a break. I'll let you know tomorrow. Follow me on Twitter. Make sure you guys are clicking on the Telegram link in the description because I update you guys consistently there. So get involved early. We haven't broken 1,000 subscribers yet. You guys are early, you know? So, okay, all right. One more question. I'm gonna take one more question because Joel is a good guy. I'll take one more question. Opinions are like indicate. Oh, it's not a question. It's just a statement. Opinions are like indicators. I use them, but don't be blinded by them. Don't expect them to make your narrative always right. Agreed. 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 Nice one, Joel. All right. Take care, everyone. Cheers. Good to see you all, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all for the next episode of the NJ Show. Cheers. All right. Love you all. Cheers. Goodbye.